Last time at the Minnesota State Fair, I showed you the top 5 foods that you cannot miss here at the fair. Well, this time, I'm going to introduce you to the top 5, well, most questionable foods. Out of the 300 vendors and 500 food items available here, the Minnesota State Fair is known for pushing the envelope when it comes to unique foods. So in this video, Smokey Bear, actually, it is Smokey Bear, not Smokey the Bear, it's just Smokey Bear. But in this video, Smokey and I are going to introduce you to 5 foods here at the Minnesota State Fair that should actually worry you. I'm Dave Kaufman, this is Smokey Bear, and this is Dave Kaufman Eats the World. So one of the more stranger but kind of innovative foods that you're going to find here at the Minnesota State Fair is right behind me in the Coliseum. In here is the deep fried Dilly Dog. All right, we have got the deep fried Dilly Dog. That thing is massive. You know, I'll tell you, a lot of people in my life have told me that I have a big mouth. I don't know what that means. I assume it's a compliment. But look at this thing. I mean, this thing is just absolutely massive. I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna do it. First of all, this good God, that's looking a little indecent. We're just gonna kind of stick that back in there as best I can. So this is maybe one of the most weirdest and most interesting fair foods, simply because of its innovation. They hollow out a pickle, stuff a bratwurst in there, put it in the batter, and deep fry it like a corn dog. But what you get is you get that brininess from the pickle, you get that savoriness from the meat inside, and the corn batter that they use doesn't taste very different than any other corn dog batter, but it certainly gives it a really interesting taste. That meat can come right out. You can, like, it's like a fuselage, like it's like a rocket ship in space. Like this part comes out and detaches, this part floats away into space.
We have major engine malfunction.
And then you're left with just the pink rocket. In this case, gray rocket. So this is definitely a weird food here at the State Fair. It's a corn dog, yet with a very briny, salty pickle that I really think detracts from the overall goodness of this ordinarily very good bratwurst corn dog. That pickle is so overbearing, and it's as if the meat is like, you took my job! I will say this, that this food is much more fun to play with than it is to eat. So another questionable food that you're gonna find here at the fair that you kinda gotta worry about is found right here at Coasters. And that is Donut Delights. It all starts with mini donuts on a stick, wrapped in bacon, then deep fried, then it's topped off with an ample layer of peanut butter, and it's finally drizzled with raspberry dessert sauce. Think of it like a bacon, peanut butter, and jelly sandwich served on mini donuts. Hi there, we're gonna get Donut Delights. Donut Delights, all right. Look at that. Donut Delights. All right, let's try this out. All right, so sitting in my Tilt-A-Whirl car here, let's do this before that band starts playing and screws up my audio. We are going to try the Donut Delights. These are just wrapped in delicious looking bacon, slathered in that peanut butter. I don't even know how to eat these. If I touch these with my finger, that peanut butter is gonna stick to my fingers for 4 weeks. So I'm just gonna do it on a stick thing. Look at that. I mean, that is just an amazing concoction that's falling apart, making it easy to eat. We're gonna try this little piece right here. Wow, you've got all of these conflicting flavors that shouldn't work together, but somehow they do. You've got the savory bacon, you've got the sweet peanut butter, the sweetness and the crunchy texture of that mini donut, all working together in tandem to create one delicious fair food bite that's a little bit questionable, because you don't think that peanut butter and the jelly sauce and the bacon and the mini donut should work together, but yet somehow it does. This is a really amazing concoction. It's a little rich. That peanut butter really makes everything kind of stick to the roof of your mouth as peanut butter does. But man, out of all the strange food combinations that you can find here at the State Fair, this one is one of the most deliciously strange that you'll be able to find here. There is like panic on my tongue with all my taste buds running around in absolute chaos, wondering what to do and how to process all of these flavors. This is truly amazing. Next up, deep fried candy bars. I'm a little worried about this. It all starts with Oreos, Snickers, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Three Musketeers, and Milky Ways. Step 1, you dip the entire candy bar on a stick in the sweet donut batter. Step 2, chuck it in the deep fryer. Step 3, after they're all golden brown, remove them and let them cool. And step 4, roll them in a copious amount of powdered sugar. Deep fried Snickers, please.
Snickers, $6, please.
Oh, you got it ready? Wow. I wasn't even ready for you.
Yeah, you're slow.
Good God.
Slow. That's slow.
Yeah, I know. I'm really
professional.
I'm really slow today. I'm really sorry. All right, look at that.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
All right, if I don't die, I'll come back and tell you how it was.
You won't.
Oh my God, look at this. So I can't speak for other state fairs around the country, but here in Minnesota, we like things deep fried and on a stick. And the more ooey gooey, calorie-ridden thing that you can deep fry, we're gonna do it. And we did it right here with a Snickers. One of the things you have to worry about with this treat is not only is it deep fried, not only is it covered with all this powdered sugar, and yes, there is a full-size Snickers bar inside of here. What you really have to be worried about is on this stick is more calories than any human being should ever ingest in a single day, probably a month. As a matter of fact, to calculate how many calories are in this thing, you kind of have to send it off to NASA.
I don't have time for your nonsense.
I'm going in. All right, here's my initial thoughts on this. Whoever decided to take a full-size Snickers bar, coat it in corn dog breading, deep fry it, then add more sugar to it, that person needs a Nobel Prize yesterday. What happens to the Snickers when it's deep fried is that it all melts together. All that caramel, all that chocolate, all those, what else is in a Snickers? Caramel, chocolate, nutty bits. All of that, all the ingredients in a Snickers melt together and completely form this ooey gooey, chocolatey, peanutty, caramely deliciousness within this corn dog shell. But in that one bite, I bet you there was at least 17,000 calories, maybe more. So this is the Blue Moon Diner right behind me. Here they have something that could be really awesome or could be really gross. We're gonna try it. It is sweet corn ice cream. Yeah, we're trying this.
Sweet corn ice cream has corn bits in it.
Gotcha.
Okay? But then on top you can either get the honey butter bacon, like it's a hot sauce, or you can get a blueberry pie.
Okay, one of those with the bacon, please.
Okay.
Whoa, this could be like amazingly amazing. And then the bacon. Oh, now that. Wow. All right, let's take this monstrosity over here. All right, so this is one of those foods here at the fair that I just don't know what to expect. We've got caramelized bacon on actual sweet corn ice cream. I'm anticipating something very unique. I don't know if I'm really gonna like it or not, but we're about to find out. Because I'm gonna quit talking now before this melts off the spoon. Oh my God, you don't think that that's gonna work? That the bacon and sweet corn ice cream, like sweet corn ice cream in and of itself sounds pretty questionable. And then to add bacon to it, this adds so much flavor, like so much conflicting flavors that completely work. You've got that savory fattiness to the bacon, but it's caramelized, so it's nice and sweet. And the corn ice cream really tastes like hot buttered corn, but it tastes like hot buttered cream corn because it's ice cream. This is a taste combination that I did not expect, and I really didn't know if I would like this or not, but this is pretty frickin' amazing. For being one of the weirder, questionable foods that you can find here, this is a home run. This works in such a both sweet and savory way that those flavors just completely complement each other, and this makes for one of the weirder but the most tastiest treats here at the fair. And finally, we have come to the food that I am most worried about. Right here at Shanghai Henry's, we're gonna find crispy Lutefisk steam buns. Oh boy. How's it going?
All right, how are you?
Crispy Lutefisk steam buns.
Okay. Just the one?
Just one.
All right. 14.
I think one's enough.
$19.
And there it is. It comes in a box. because they don't want anybody to see what's inside. All right, let's go. So if you're a Minnesotan, then you've heard what lutefisk actually is. And if you aren't a Minnesotan, or if you haven't heard what lutefisk is, this is what lutefisk is. Lutefisk is a Norwegian word meaning live fish. Yep, the stuff that soap is made out of, and can cause severe corrosive burns to the throat, esophagus, and stomach with permanent damage if swallowed. So what they do is they dry the fish in the sun until it's nice and gross, then soak it in lye, and then steam it until it flakes. The end result looks and feels gelatinous. So yes, it's essentially fish jello soaked in soap. So they took that and they put it on a steam bun with Asian slaw, yum yum sauce, and I'm a little worried about this. I've had lutefisk before, it did not go well. But my first reaction to it, without even taking a bite, is that it really stinks. I mean, it is odoriferous. It really does smell like rotten fish. And it's dripping all over the place. The flies are already on it. All right, let's do this thing. Interesting. It does not taste like the lutefisk I've had before. Maybe that's because it's crispy lutefisk. It's actually not that bad. Wait a minute. After a couple of bites and that flavor sets in, it tastes like dead fish lying next to a lake would smell. This is a food for people that simply don't have taste buds or noses. This taste is now permanent. It's like having COVID in reverse, where all you can now taste is lutefisk. It's like leaving a bait bucket in your car for a couple of days in the warm, hot Minnesota sun, and then drinking the contents, and then going back and licking the bucket clean. That is state fair food that you have to worry about. Hey guys, I took one bite, the rest is yours if you want it.
Oh, really? Is it bad?
Oh, it is absolutely delicious. I mean, it's probably the best thing that I've ever had. You can have all of mine. Have you guys tried it yet?
No, not yet. We're
Okay.
unboxing.
If you guys
Okay,
like it.
if you guys like it, you guys can have mine. It was that delicious. Enjoy, guys. Suckers. So our day at the State Fair has come to an end. I absolutely love the State Fair. Try to make it here every single year. We will definitely be back here next year. Do comment below, let me know what your favorite food is at the fair and what the weirdest food that you've eaten at a fair is. Guys, this is a brand new channel, so please help me help it grow by hitting that subscribe button. When you do, hit that bell so you never miss an upload. Give this video a like, and don't forget to check out last week's video from the fair right there. And if you're starving for more, check out that playlist right there. All right, I'm gonna get up and go find some turpentine to gargle with. Yeah.